Episode 15 of The Journeyman, and I'm starting to wonder, how much wood could Brinchuck chuck if Brinchuck could chuck wood? Hey everyone, what's up? Tony here. Hope you're well. It's episode number 15 of The Journeyman and our latest instalment in our adventures with Arsenal Dzerzhinsk in Belarus. Now, of course, if you've been following the series so far, you will know that Vladislav Brinchuck, our talismanic forward, our star striker, our goal machine, fortunately has decided he wants to move to a bigger club, which is awful news at this point, to be honest. If you're new, by the way, to the channel, get yourself subscribed and turn those notifications on and go back and have a look at some of the goals that Brinchuck has been scoring. This is why I'm getting a little bit frustrated, upset, worried. All the emotions that I've got going on right now. We need to try, and I don't even know if I can convince him to stay, to be honest. He's I guess deep down I know he's going to go. Like, he's 23 years old, he's scoring goals for fun. I think he's out of contract at the end of the season as well, which doesn't really help. But is it worth even attempting to sort of try and bargain with him? He's angry enough as it is. I'll tell you what, look, I'm going to go for it, right? I might regret this decision, but it's fine. If he wants to go, let's let him go. Like, we lost Smirnoff in the in the off season, leading up to this season. So, like, no player's bigger than the club. That's what they say, right? I'm making a tough decision, and if he wants to go, fine, we'll let him go. Because that's not good news either, is it? So, our star striker decides he wants to leave. Our star centre back has already left in the summer, in the window, sorry, and now our attacking midfielder, creative player, is out for about 9 months with a cruciate ligament injury. Things aren't going well, really, are they? I mean, you say that. I mean, I guess, well, what's that? We're 6 points above the relegation playoff. So we left the previous episode. We were about sort of 6th or 7th, I think. We were doing all right. We played like 7 or 8 games. We've played quite a few games off camera now, and as I said before, like, you're going to win some, we're going to lose some, and I know we're expected to not do particularly well. I think we're still going to be fine. Like, we're coming up to about the halfway point of the season. In fact, probably actually just past the halfway point of the season. I'm still confident we're going to stay up, right? I'm very, very confident. Like, Brinchuck's got himself 13 goals already this season. Abramovich has got 7 assists. Lamako is playing brilliantly in midfield as well. So, you know, I'm confident. Like, I'm confident we're going to do all right. But I say that was before Brinchuck put his transfer request in. And he could go at any point, to be honest. And that worries me somewhat, because I think Matias is going to be decent enough in terms of replacement, but all those red dots, that's a bit worrying, isn't it? Like, we went through, like, I think to say about a rough patch is maybe a slight understatement of how we've been performing off camera, but, you know, is it second season syndrome? I don't know. Like, we kind of like tried a few different formations, and we tried like a few different tactics and stuff, and it wasn't quite clicking, and like, just something's not quite there. Like, I don't know whether it was like a lack of belief in defence, like, because obviously we'd lost Smirnoff, so you know, we're trying to sort of build a new defence essentially, and that's always been, you know, you'll go back through every single one of these videos, the defence has always been the bit that we've tried to improve upon, because it's kind of been the bit that has been highlighted from the start, saying, like, you know, defensively you need to improve, and I'm wondering, like, you know, have we just not got the right combinations yet? I don't know. Like, you know, Barté, you lose 2-0, you take a 2-0 defeat to Barté, you don't think that's too much of an issue, you know, but then you lose the next game 3-0, and it starts to get the players down, you know. Like, that's a terrible goal to concede there. Like, players sort of ducking responsibilities a little bit, not marking players. Again, another goal conceded from a set play, which, you know, I said we were going to work on in the last episode. Just little things like being out jumped and like just not challenging. for 50-50 balls. And I guess, that's where the problem comes. Like, we're conceding what I think is sloppy goals. I mean, look at that. You can't really legislate for that. And I don't know how you stop players in Football Manager doing that. There's Ferdinand getting a goal, by the way. Obviously, before he had his season-ending injury. Nice little effort there as well from Dzerzhinsk. So he's, trying to get himself settled in at centre half. But again, just looks sloppy, losing not just the first ball, but the second ball as well, and not following up. And just not really tracking runners, and it's sloppy errors. Sloppy errors is what it is. And when you're in the top division of any league, sloppy errors, you get punished. And that's what we're finding out this season. Like last season, we kind of rode our luck a little bit and sort of were okay in the sense that, we were an unknown entity, I guess, to the teams in the league. Whereas this season, it's like, look at that. Bazaria slides in, looks like he makes a great challenge, but it goes underneath him, and that's then gone in the net. And then again, a Kaborda challenge, and it's gone straight to their opposition player, who's, Golovenko's made the first save, but then he tucks the rebound in with a few minutes of the game to go, and you just sort of your head's in your hands at that point. You're like, I can't believe this is happening again. And then it does happen again and again and again. And it took us I think it's 11 games, I think it was, to get... we went 11 games without a win, and I was like, I'm not going to lie, I was a little bit sort of twitchy, thinking are the board going to start getting a bit sort of angsty at me? Then the Belshina game came around, and this was we needed to win this game. Belshina was sort of down with us as well, and I was like, right, we win that's fine, get a bit of confidence. Then we're playing Minsk, which is not great. Minsk are a decent side, and they do sort of seem to do well against us. They of course beat us 2-1. So I was like, oh, it's not great. I mean, you can't really defend. You can't defend something like that. That's a great goal. But unfortunately, you can defend against things like this, which we don't do. So there's another 2-1 defeat. We've now got Slonim in the cup, so I guess that's kind of a nice distraction, maybe. That should help us, I suppose. So at least if we can sort of get that out of the way, then maybe we can sort of focus our attention back on the league going forward. So we have brought a couple of players in to sort of mix things up a little bit. Jan Skibitsky, you can see there, and Rovbut, two new defenders we brought in on loan to kind of help just try and sort of strengthen up that defence a little bit. We'll sort of see how we get on, I guess. Golovenko in goal, as I say there. Jan Sabitsky will show you later on. Maxim Rovbut, Dzerzhinsk and Bazaria. So yeah, a completely brand new back four from last season. Lemako, Simbaliuk, Shushkevich, Seragin is in obviously for Fedjanin, Saramaka and Brinchuck. So some names on there you maybe don't recognise, and of course we'll get to know them as the season progresses. But this is a great opportunity for those players to show what they're about, and hopefully put us into the next round of the cup. And even if it's just, as I say, with a cup game at this sort of stage of the season where our form's been pretty poor, hopefully this is just a nice distraction where we can just go, no pressure, turn up and get a win and boost our morale. That's what we need to do, is just get something that's going to boost morale, and then hopefully we can then push on and take that into the league. That's what we need to do. That's what I'm hoping is going to happen in this match. So fingers crossed anyway. So the corner they've had there is cleared, but they're looking to recycle it, and are we just going to stand up? Great clearance. That's what we want, proper old school defensive, if in doubt, get it out clearance. No nonsense there. Now here's Seragin. He's lost the ball there on the halfway line. Missed out that tackle. Kozhov, and it's in. God. Oh dear. Sadovsky. Pavel Sadovsky. 15 minutes in. Seragin's missed that tackle on the halfway line. It's probably a bit harsh to say that it's his fault, but again, what's that? Skibitsky, the right back. He's not really tracking his runner back, is he? So again, it's this like we've got tight marking on, and they're just not marking tight enough. So we need to do a bit more. I think we need to do more. And they've nearly conceding again. Nearly conceding. We've not even had a shot yet. 25 minutes in and we've not had a shot. This is poor. Isn't it? Half an hour. They got 33 minutes it's taken us to get a shot. And it's a 0.04 XG, so God knows where that's gone. Possibly out for a throw-in or something, or like maybe not even a shot, it's maybe just like a really long pass that's gone too far. And, you know, the statisticians have just went, just let him have it, that'll do. Just say it's a shot. You know. Try and mix it up a bit. We need to do something. Maybe don't defend too low, possibly push up from low to really high and then get that high line of engagement going. We might as well just throw everyone at it, to be honest. Lamaco, great ball in, and I thought it had paid dividends like instantly there, but it hasn't. We've just had it headed over the bar, unfortunately. That's a shame. It would have been nice to have got a goal before half time just to go in, and it would have been nice just to go in and not have to throw things or shout. Never mind, you know, it is what it is. I guess we're a goal down. We just got to go and be better in the second half. Be much better. What can we do? Saramaka's through. Brinchuck has scored. That's what we're talking about. Look at that. 23 seconds. The halftime team's talk has worked perfectly. It's G'd everybody up. Went, right, sort yourselves out. Go and do better in the second half. And that's exactly what they've done. Symbolic, great ball in. Saramaka weaves his magic, and Brinchuck, he's put himself in the window. He's put himself in the shop window. He wants a move. So if anything, I'm hoping, selfishly, that means he's going to score more goals because he's going to want a better team to come in and sort of say, look, you know, let's take a punt on this guy. So I'm hoping. Oh, for God's sake! Oh, it's right. It's been disallowed. Could do with some of our defenders putting in bloody transfer requests at this rate, to be honest. See if that's going to help make them improve, because it's tight and that's really tight. Oh God, I think we've got away with that one there. Yeah, what was I saying? Brinchuck, yeah, hopefully he's going to score some goals that will that we can benefit from while he's busy trying to get himself a move somewhere else. And again, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit upset that he's going to go, but that's football, innit? I've said that we can't really get too attached, sadly, with these players. We've got to just treat them as commodities, which feels a bit wrong, but, you know, I guess I understand the sentiment. Great ball in, it's headed away, it's a foul, it's a penalty, we've got a penalty, and who's taking it? Is it Symbolic? I think it's Symbolic steps up, puts his foot straight through it. 2-1. There we go. Eugene Symbolic gets his first goal in an Arsenal Dzerzhinsk shirt and smashes it straight into the bottom corner. Lovely penalty. An hour gone, and we've turned this around, haven't we? Look at that. 7 efforts now in the second half. Probably 6 efforts now, I think. Sorry, in the second half, and yeah, it's all Arsenal now. It's all the other Arsenal. Saramaka, Bazaria, great ball. Saramaka's through. Saramaka makes it 3-1. Brilliant goal. Absolutely brilliant goal. That's what we need from him. Like, lovely ball from Bazaria as well. By the way, a little one to here. Saramaka gives it back to him. Then he goes, gets on his bike. Look at that. Great ball from Bazaria, and Saramaka brings it down. Defender's not even got any clue where he's gone. Brings it down, and then he pings it in with his right foot as he cuts inside. Excellent goal. 3-1 now. And that is much, much, much better. Symbolic, Serrigan now. Symbolic, Saramaka. What's he going to do with the ball? He's going to float it down as a fourth. It's Shushkevich has got his first goal for the club. 4-1. Look at that. I'll tell you what, this is a completely different side that's turned up in the second half, isn't it? Like, where were these guys in the first half? Oh, look, beautiful. Peels off his defender and just heads it in there. Lovely goal. Lovely goal. Yeah, I'm wondering who I'm wondering what happened in the first half, because this is not. This team didn't turn up in the first half. This is a completely different side. This is much, much, much better. This is more like what we signed up for, isn't it? You know. Right, 4-1. Let's see where we go now. Final whistle. That'll do. Look at that. 4-1. First half was awful. Second half, so much better. So much better. Oh, very excited. Very happy with that. I tell you what, why couldn't they just play like that? And why couldn't they just play like that all the way through? And just, rather than having that first half performance, we didn't need that at all. Like, it's just stress. Don't need that sort of stress, But anyway, we've got it. It's fine. Like, now we need to go and focus on the league. And as I say, we're halfway through, so we need to start thinking now. We need to start thinking, what's the next step? What's the next step? Like, are we going to see the season out? Are we going to move? Are we going to stay where we are, or what? So we've got a few decisions we need to make. Obviously, Brinchuck wants to leave. Stadium. There's a new stadium on the horizon. Possibly a cup run. We'll see. My contract's up in a little while at the end of the season. So let's have a think. And see what's what. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. As I say, it's nice to actually get a win on camera. So as I say, if you've enjoyed the performance, do drop a little comment below. Join the Discord as well. Come and have a chat over there. Of course, if you're not subscribed, do subscribe to the channel as well. And we'll see you very soon with another video of the Journeyman, where hopefully we will be towards the tail end of the season, and we'll, fingers crossed, still be in the highest league. So as I say, thank you very much for watching. We will see you very, very soon for the next episode of the Journeyman.